Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about a new innovation that you may be unfamiliar with. It's called cloud computing. Some of the topics we'll be covering throughout this discussion include out-of-date and obsolete methods of data storage and management, an introduction to cloud computing, how cloud computing is changing individuals' lifestyles, how organizations are using cloud computing to gain a competitive advantage, the impact of cloud computing on international and global business, and the future of cloud computing. For as long as computers have been around, data has been seen as a physical asset. Whether it's stored on your hard drive at work, school, or at home, it has its physical presence. Some technologies have evolved over the years that allow users to move data physically from one storage unit to another. Some of these technologies you may be familiar with. They include floppy disks, CDs, and USB hard drives. Like any old technology, it's replaced by something bigger and better. Cloud computing is the future of data storage and management. What is cloud computing? Well, it can be defined as the practice of using a network of remote servers hosted on the internet to store, manage, and process data, rather than a local server or personal computer. A lot of you may be thinking, what does this have to do with me? Well, we have a few simple questions for you. Are you currently enrolled in an online or distant education program? Have you recently updated your Facebook status? Have you ever used your phone to send an email? Have you ever used Google Docs? These are only a few examples of how cloud computing is everywhere around you. Cloud computing has rapidly integrated itself into society. It's being used everywhere around us. For example, such as easy access to online resources for educational purposes. It's used in business for instant access to business-related data, and for personal use as well, such as sharing photos and videos with friends and family. As more and more large organizations and small businesses choose to implement a cloud system, everyday consumers' lives change as well. Ordinary tasks such as ordering takeout food, booking reservations, managing your finances, and shopping for clothing all have been impacted by cloud computing. Various large organizations around the world are using cloud computing to gain a competitive advantage over their competitors. One of the biggest advantages of implementing a cloud system is the result of creating a more efficient and effective business structure. For example, one of the more recognized impacts of cloud computing is the ability to sort through large amounts of unstructured data. Several other benefits that companies see when implementing a cloud system into their business include data security, increased accuracy involved with budgeting, and increased data reliability. Because cloud computing is a fairly new technology, many have questioned these benefits. A recent study conducted by IBM in October of 2013 concluded that organizations gaining a competitive advantage through cloud adoption are reporting almost double the revenue growth and nearly 2.5 times higher gross profit than peer companies that are more cautious about cloud computing. Cloud computing is making the business world smaller every day. Organizations operating in various countries around the world see benefits that result in cost reductions. Some of these benefits include the ability of expatriates to easily access data from their home country. The abundant supply of capabilities that cloud computing offers at such a low cost proves to be a method of data management that is here to stay. It is predicted that the global market for cloud computing equipment will reach $79.1 billion by the year 2018. By 2014, businesses in the United States will spend more than $13 billion on cloud computing and managed hosting services. As of today, at least 72% of businesses have adopted the cloud. Within 3 years, that number will reach a staggering 91% of businesses. We hope you've learned a little more about cloud computing and not only how it's affecting businesses around the world, but your everyday lives as well.